Hello everyone. Today we're diving into one of Yunnan's most cherished teas, Ripe Pu-erh, also known as Shu Pu-erh. This tea is famous for its rich aged aroma, its silky smooth taste, and that deep red liquor that tea lovers admire. Compared to raw pu-erh, the making of ripe pu-erh is more complex. The key step lies in pile fermentation, a process that gives it its mellow flavor and unique health benefits. So let's walk through how this remarkable tea comes to life. It all begins with selecting the raw material. Ripe pear is made from the leaves of Yunnan's large-leaf tea trees, Camellia sinensis var. These leaves are thick, nutrient-rich, and have the strength and aging potential that define this tea. The very best Ripe Pu-erh often comes from centuries-old ancient tea trees in places like Xishuangbanna, Linkang, and Pu'er City. In terms of picking, the common standard is one bud with 2 or 3 leaves. Spring harvests are especially prized for their high quality, while summer and autumn leaves are used more for everyday blends. And timing matters too. The leaves are usually picked in the morning, once the dew has dried, to preserve their freshness and aroma. Next comes the initial processing stage, where fresh leaves are turned into sun-dried green tea, also called maocha. This step is quite similar to raw pu-erh. First, the leaves are spread thinly to wither for several hours, reducing their moisture by about a third. This makes the leaves softer and helps the aroma come forward. Then comes kilgreen, where the leaves are quickly heated at high temperatures to stop oxidation, but still preserve the compounds needed for fermentation. After that, the leaves are rolled, either by hand or machine, to form strips and release more juices. Finally, they are sun-dried for a day or two, which locks in the enzymes and microorganisms that will later drive fermentation. Now we arrive at the heart of Ripe Pu-erh pile fermentation. This is what sets Ripe Pu-erh apart. The maocha is moistened, piled up about 1 to 1.5 meters high, and covered with cloth. The pile is carefully maintained at 40 to 60 degrees Celsius with high humidity for 30 to 60 days. Every week or so, the pile is turned to make sure the fermentation is even. During this process, microbes transform the tea's natural compounds into theobromines and other substances, giving Ripe Pu-erh its iconic deep red color, smooth texture, and that date-like sweet aroma. Once fermentation is complete, the tea is loosened and dried, either naturally under the sun or with low heat. This step reduces the moisture content to around 8 to 10%, keeping the tea safe from mold and stabilizing the flavor. Then the leaves are screened and graded, removing stems and non-standard material. Sometimes different batches are blended together to achieve balance and consistency in taste. Finally, the tea is steamed and pressed into cakes, bricks, or maocha, and wrapped in breathable paper, ready for aging. So, what makes Ripe Pu-erh unique? First, this fermentation process, it mimics natural aging, but much faster, giving the tea its signature smoothness and mellow sweetness. Second, the Yunnan large-leaf variety provides a strong base, packed with polyphenols and amino acids. And third, it is the balance of tradition and modern techniques, keeping the artistry alive while ensuring hygiene and consistency. And what does good ripe pear look like? The dry leaves are tightly rolled, reddish-brown to dark brown, sometimes with golden tips. The aroma carries aged notes, with hints of dates, rice or wood, and higher-grade teas even have a sweet fragrance. The liquor is a deep, wine-like red. Taste-wise, it's smooth, mellow, with a lingering sweetness and very little bitterness. And the leaf base after brewing is uniformly red-brown, thick, and tender. To sum it up, making Ripe Pu-erh is a careful dance of nature, science, and craftsmanship. From hand-picking to fermentation, blending to pressing, each step shapes its character. The fermentation accelerates the aging process, giving us that comforting smoothness and aroma. Whether you enjoy it fresh or aged for decades, Ripe Pu-erh is more than just a tea. It is a timeless expression of Yunnan tea culture and heritage.